Most Wanted Motor here, back for another video, and today we're going to discover, is MAACO a good body shop? I took in my SM95 Mustang, which needed a serious coat of paint. It was beat up, it was multiple colors, but the body was still straight. I didn't want to spend too much on the Mustang, but I did want to see what you could get for that kind of price. I know a lot of people are wondering, is MAACO even worth it? Well, here's the full story. How long it took, to what I paid for it, and to the final results. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's get into it. So first thing first, what did I actually get? MAACO has different levels of paint jobs, ranging from super basic to more premium options. I wasn't looking for something crazy show quality paint because I want this car to be functional. I want it to be on the road, and I don't want to freak out if I have a little dent, ding, or anything inside the paint. But I also didn't want to go for the cheapest option because I still want to go out there and have a good looking car. I went with one of their mid-tier paint package. The total cost, $1,600. If you ever got a quote from a real body shop, you know a full repaint can run you anywhere from $3,000 up to $10,000, depending on the quality and the prep work. So for $1,600, I knew this wasn't going to be flawless, high-end job, but I was hoping for a decent refresh. Now, when I dropped my car off, they told me it would take about 2 weeks. And to be honest, I wasn't sure if they would actually stick by it or if they're going to try to drag it out longer. But to my surprise, they were pretty much unscheduled. I dropped it off, signed the paperwork, and left it in their hands. 2 weeks later, I got a call and was ready to be picked up. So I headed to MAACO to see what the final results were. When I saw it for the first time, my reaction was, okay, this looks pretty good. The paint was even, no weird blotches, and it had a fresh, glossy look to it. It wasn't a show finish, but for $1,600, it was a big improvement from where the car started. One thing I was really happy about, the color match. Sometimes MAACO jobs could come out a big iffy, but this one, it was on point. But let's talk about the downsides, because no paint job at this price is going to be perfect. The biggest issue, overspray. Now, I kind of expected this because MAACO is known for taping things off quickly instead of removing trim pieces. And sure enough, I found overspray. Around the rubber around the windows, and a little bit on the edges of the wheel, and some near the back gas tank, and a little bit on the exhaust tip. It wasn't extreme, but if you're picky, this is something to watch out for. Luckily, I have a little bit of rubbing compound and elbow grease took care of most of it. I'd highly recommend removing trim pieces and masking areas off before you even take it in. But it didn't take much to clean this stuff up anyway. Now, as for the actual paint quality, no major complaints. No weird orange peel texture, no massive runs or drips. But if you get up close, you can see some minor imperfection. A little dust nibs here and there, which you probably could avoid it with a cleaner paint booth. But honestly, it's nothing major. It really isn't. One thing I did notice is the clear coat isn't the thickest. So if you get a MAACO paint job, I definitely recommend waxing and sealing it as soon as possible to help protect it. So, after all this said and done, would I recommend MAACO? Honestly, yeah, but with some conditions. If you're expecting a high-end show quality paint job, don't do it. But if you just want to freshen up your car, get rid of faded paint, and you're okay with some minor imperfections, the MAACO is a pretty solid option for the price. Just make sure you manage your expectation, prep your car yourself if possible, and expect it closely when you pick it up. If you go in knowing what you're paying for, you won't be disappointed. So that's my experience with MAACO. Overall, I'm happy with it. It's not perfect, but for $1,600, I got a fresh coat of paint that makes my car look way better than it did before. If you ever had a MAACO paint job, let me know in the comments, how did it turn out? And if you're thinking about getting one yourself, hopefully this video helps you. If you liked the video, hit that like button. And if you're into car content, go ahead and subscribe. I got plenty more coming. Catch you on the next one.